You might have seen a clip or two of someone using AI to answer job interview questions.
Yes. So tell me, how do you handle the conflict within your team?
Awesome. That's a great question, right? So to handle conflict within the team effectively, first, I would love to encourage open communication within the team.
Or maybe someone using AI to perform mundane tasks.
If you're anything like me, you use ChatGPT for everything. ChatGPT is my counselor, my therapist, my best friend. It knows all my secrets.
Or how they now struggle to function without AI when it comes to basic tasks that are easily Googled.
Okay, so ChatGPT is down, but we do not panic.
Or maybe saw this one in particular. This is a student seems to be praising ChatGPT at his graduation. It's like he's saying, "Thanks, ChatGPT. Couldn't have done it without you." Now there are definitely some looming issues here, and I in no way would advocate for using an AI to write your papers. What I did find myself doing though was wondering why. Why would you do this? What's the appeal to using an AI to pass your classes? If I was to go back to that age and this technology was available to me, would I use it? Why would I use it? I gotta be honest, the first thing that comes to mind is old people. It's really gonna annoy them. I think that's like a generational thing. Everybody does something to annoy the next generation, annoy their parents, annoy their grandparents, and for them to find out I used AI to get my degree, it would definitely be annoying to them, and there would be a win. So I think, yeah, I'm definitely using it. Also, I don't like homework, so when I saw this clip, I had this memory just plop right down into my mind lap. And we're going to rewind back to like the 2010s. And we're going to go a little bit further back, go to 2007, because that's when I graduated high school. I knew college wasn't for me. I pretty much knew. And it wasn't because I was going to start a business or had already started a business or that I had like a really good job lined up already. It's just because I didn't really like school. I didn't do well in it. I found it expensive and I just was not interested in it. And as a kid with ADHD or whatever I want to blame it on, just didn't work out. I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. While I was there, I had landed myself this job driving a forklift for a large logistics company. And after 2 years, I went through a company training program and became a truck driver, which I still am today. I love this job. But around 3 or 4 years in, I started to notice a weird shift in the management. The supervisors were just drivers that had been moved up into that position, and they were good at their job. They knew how to make the dock and the company work really well and supervise their employees without ticking most of them off. I slowly watched them get pushed out for these younger guys that felt almost completely void of any knowledge of the freight industry. So I just thought, oh, well, I'm going to apply for a supervisor position. I could do this job. It's a piece of cake. And that's where this memory really hit, because I never got that supervisor position, even after having many years of direct experience and having proved I knew the job in and out. They turned me down. In fact, I never even got an interview, actually. I didn't get turned down. I just never even got considered. But you know who did get consistently hired? Every single fresh out of college, bachelor degree having, clean slate that can be molded the way we want them to be. I'm not kidding. Those were the exact words that were used whenever I finally asked somebody. It was one of the supervisors that was fresh out of college, honestly. And to be fair, there were some good ones. And he was one of them. And I said, dude, I've applied for this job many times. I didn't even get an interview. And he said, they want you to have a bachelor's degree. And quote, they want someone who's a clean slate that they can mold the way that they want them to be. But the crazy part is even though they are hiring these guys because they had these bachelor's degrees and they can mold them the way they wanted to be, I still found myself training these guys who were specifically hired over me because they had a degree. They were quote unquote smarter than me. And this wasn't an anomaly. I knew lots of people who were dealing with this. My dad was one of them. He installed fountains at Pepsi-Cola and very good at his job. He has a GED. Up until the day he retired, he was the guy training every new guy that had to have a bachelor's degree on how to do their job. So I know I wasn't the only one. If you're one of those people, if you had this same experience or currently had this experience, let me know. I would love to see comments on one of my videos. So that's when it hit me. If you're going to college, knowing at best a lower middle management job is your likely landing spot after spending 4 years to get this degree, why wouldn't you use AI to just get through it? Go play League of Legends or something, or World of Warcraft back whenever I was there. Fortnite, sure, whatever you're playing now. But why wouldn't you? That makes a whole lot more sense. So sure, use the AI. Why not? Get through the college so you can get that job. I mean, are you going to learn as much? Probably not. But if a person with a high school diploma has to teach me the ins and outs of whatever job I get anyways, then really, what's the point in me learning it? Let's go even further. If AI can get me through my bachelor's degree, then chances are AI will be replacing that job that requires that level of education anyways. So I can see why someone might want to essentially skip it. I'm not saying do it. I'm just saying it makes sense. So I guess all this to say is I don't think you should use AI to pass your classes. I don't. I think those classes have value. They still do. And that knowledge is something that needs to be passed on. But I can definitely see why you do it. Thanks for watching.